Forest.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more.
Okay, Forest.
And I guess what's the big attraction to, I guess, people wanting to invest in your area?
Sure, great. Okay, so whilst I work out of the Forestville office, Trent, we actually work in a market known as the Forest. It's made up of 5 suburbs. It's Killarney Heights, Forestville, Frenchs Forest, Davidson and Belrose.
Gotcha.
So that's a 15,000 home market. So what we'll see those people coming from, we tend to see people coming from Camaray, Willoughby, Inner West to move to the Forest market because we are renowned for big properties on beautiful big blocks of land, something that people from those markets don't tend to see. And I would say 80% of my open for inspections are people from out of the area and tend to be young families.
I was going to say, just touching on demographics, most of it's young families. Do you get some young business professionals? How's the breakdown?
Yeah, sure. So what we see, obviously, the homeowners tend to be older, well-established people. A lot of them have been here for 30, 40 years, and it's the people that are coming in, our buyers, they tend to be young families. We're actually quite an affordable market. I mean, average selling price is about 1.5.
Okay. And I guess what's a big attraction to move here? Why do so many people want to invest in your marketplace?
I guess it's a great family market. We are surrounded by public schools, private schools, and the Catholic schools. So people move here, they think, oh, we'll just be here for a few years. The next thing you know, 20 years later, they're still in the same home because they're waiting for their kids to either move out or go to university.
Yeah, gotcha. Are there any particular pockets within the Forest that you like at the moment in terms of, for investors anyway, are they great investment spots, or even for owner occupiers? Is there some trends that you're seeing within the Forest?
Sure. Mostly this is an owner-occupier market. You'll see as you drive around, it is traditional family homes, 3-4 bedroom homes, single story, double story, swimming pool in the background, in the backyard. Not necessarily a heavily investor market. We do have a few units. One of the things this market is in undersupply is home units for those dear elderly people that don't want to leave the area, would like to downsize, but there's not a lot available for them. So that's something that in the new hospital precinct, they're working towards more of a high density living, and it's to cater to all of the local market that are a bit older, don't want to leave the market because this is where their families actually still living.
Gotcha. And just touching on the off-market stuff, so for vendors who I guess aren't so familiar with that, what is that, and I guess how is that a benefit to them?
Great. That's working with a list firstly of qualified buyers who've either missed out on properties that we've had recently. They might have missed out at auction or prior to auction. Contacting us, we have a very qualified list of hot buyers, financial, got all their finances in place, looking to buy, obviously frustrated. We don't actually take any marketing money from those off-market opportunities. It's all generated old-fashioned way, on the phone, getting buyers through all at one time if we possibly can. It's also great to get feedback around pricing, but we've sold a couple of properties off-market recently and they were genuine, quiet, off-market, found the right buyer, introduced them to the vendor and sold at a price that they were happy to sell for.
Yeah, so I guess pricing is a big thing. So they don't have to pay the thousands of dollars to go onto the listing portals.
No.
They could bring it to market relatively cheaply and relatively quickly. Obviously, you've got a great buyer pool to kind of work with.
You've got to be confident. I mean, if they want 20% too much and they're not going to pay for marketing and they want it, it's really difficult to put those deals together, but certainly if your vendor's realistic, we certainly do have those buys. You can certainly make it work for both parties.
Yeah, I guess in terms of presenting a property or bringing a property to market, how long do they actually, what should they do? How do they get their kind of house in order, so to speak, to kind of bring it to market?
Definitely. Well, you give us a call. We're very good at coordinating to get all of those trades through, to give you advice, put you in touch with stylists from day one to the time you can be on the market, depending on what you need done. We can have you on the market within 5 days, or it could be 2 weeks roughly, depending on how much needs to be done, but we can take charge of the whole process.
Okay.